dragged our heels, pops, and chair shots. Wrestlers Entertainment Champions. Victor Villa here, along with my guy Mischief. You already know 3-3-2. And that's Cero Miedo on that one. You already know.
Yo,
we back at it, baby.
But you know what you gotta do. You got follow us on all your social media platforms, and that's on period, baby. We out here live and in living color. Production, don't mess this up as I continue to mess up every part of this show.
You got one job, production.
I got one job.
And that's do all the things.
Do all the things. Nah,
that's it. It's your only job.
Nah, I
do
think
all
I'm
the
good.
things.
For what? For what? You see that? Yo, you know what's crazy? That shit, it won't play. It won't play. That's weird. The subscribe, the subscribe screen.
Well, they know they have to subscribe.
So I hope y'all know what y'all gotta do. But one thing y'all gotta do right here is that TNA knew the assignment. They knew what they had to do. Did you know what you had to do?
I knew what they knew what they had to do.
They knew, but did you know what they knew that they had to do? Is the question.
I think they got it right, and too bad that we didn't catch it on time per se live on Thursday last week. But it is, one of the things we have to sacrifice. Haha.
Get it? I get it.
All puns intended there.
Excuse me.
Going live on Thursday evenings, but yeah, Tessa Blanchard, well received at home at TNA.
Depends on who you ask, I guess.
I think, she definitely had her match finally this week, and won. And we are now booking her at Sacrifice, thanks to Santino Morella. Booking her this, I think they gave her, who the fuck? She's gonna fight Yi Ling.
Bro, the best part of all of it is that the crowd understood the assignment, ladies and gentlemen. They proceeded to spend the evening chanting at Tessa Blanchard. And usually when crowds get to chanting, generally it's a good thing, right? Generally,
it's a little loud.
It gets loud. Let's get loud. But not in this case when they're chanting, "She's a racist." This is not allegedly. This is definitely. Definitely. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the "she's a racist" chants?
You could tell the discomfort in her face. And good job, I guess, on her part trying to keep the promo going, which it kind of worked out, kind of didn't, but whatever. I find it fitting. They're giving her this. They're playing on it. They're giving her this role where this week alone she went straight to Li Ying and she was like, "You're not on my level. Like, who are you? Like, are you talking to me right now?" Like, she's still with her nose held high, not missing a beat to as much as when she left. But now, I guess giving her this role and doubling down on this, it just makes it, I guess, believable, or that much more believable. And I don't know if that's a good thing as much as it's a bad thing here.
I mean, believable is an understatement, ladies and gentlemen. If that is the gimmick, she lives it. She lives it. You talk about method acting, baby. We are in it to win it. She is allegedly the racist that she is alleged to be. So, I mean, be that as it may, I agree with you, yo. It was awkward for her, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That sounds like a you problem.
You made your bed, you sleep in it.
Yo, and I'm glad you said that, right? Because when it comes to sleeping in beds, we going, baby. We going. When it comes to sleeping in beds, Vince is sleeping in it. We know it. But And we know he's a dirty old man. No doubt about it. There's never been a question. My man is filthy, right? But one thing that we know and we've seen is that he is so creepy. Well, I ain't seen nothing, but he certainly has, because he's willing to sit there as Nick Nemeth and CJ Perry make out. Okay, that's weird, and I get it. And I get that he is like producing a segment, so I guess, right? I guess the weirdest part of this is that Miro sat there while they had to practice kissing in front of Vince McMahon, and this is what Vince McMahon wanted. And in light of everything we know, that shit is weird, bro.
That part. It's in light of everything we know.
Dog.
Damn. This is just like, where were you not even a week or two ago? I mean, not that it would have made a difference anyway. I think we still are in the aftermath of the inevitable with Vince McMahon and what the hell he's gotten away with. But damn, yo, it's just, he's everywhere with it. He was just so everywhere.
Like in every aspect of his job, he was willing to be a nightmare to work with. That is no creepy, given, bro. That's mad weird, bro. Like, to make it, it's already uncomfortable enough to have to, like, I'm sure, kiss an on-screen partner, right? A colleague,
and
right?
And have Randy Orton on your roster, yeah. Like, what more can we get right now? Like, this is, I'm not surprised. This is Vince McMahon. This is the story. This is what the Netflix was talking about, right?
Oh my God, yo, he's just an all-around asshole, no matter what.
All around.
Jesus Christ. One thing I thought was interesting about Vince McMahon was the story that came out from Fightful about how he wanted to book Ronda Rousey. And I want your thoughts about this, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. He since it came out, he apparently wanted her to win out. Just, I guess, go from 1 to 30 and win it all. But specifically eliminating the entire field, meaning that she gets all the eliminations. It's not enough to go 1 through 30. It's go 1 through 30 and eliminate every other woman on that show. So
unheard of.
So talk to me about it. What were your thoughts? Because I think you had something spicy.
I think Vince would have pulled it off with her, only because it could have only been done in a women's rumble. I think. I don't think it. I would have believed. I don't think I would have believed it done in a regular men's rumble. It's just too many different characters, too many super over talent that they protect. In a women's rumble, maybe a Ronda Rousey or Nia Jax could probably pull that off. It's never been heard of. Brock Lesnar's never done that. Stone Cold's probably eliminated a handful of guys in a rumble match. CM Punk came close once, but then even then, at the midway through that point, I think somebody caught up to him, or John Cena came out or something like that, and ruined that. But every single elimination, that is crazy. That is crazy. Would it even be? Would it be entertaining? Would people be bored? Because like the way CM Punk did it was dope, but then of course Cena had to eventually come out. If you're talking about that same situation without a Cena coming out and interrupting him, she ran through the gauntlet. People are gonna want to see her win. Did they want to see her win first of all?
That part, right? Like, did they want to see her win?
I don't know if they're gonna want to cheer that. That's gonna be, maybe Rey Mysterio the year they wanted Bryan to win all over again.
Yo, you remember that year? Yo, people, I felt bad for Ray. He was just in a weird space. But they
never ever heard
his
Rey
ass.
Mysterio booed out the building like that.
Yo, he had crazy heat. He had Dom heat.
He had Dom heat.
He had Dom heat, dog. They were like, boo.
That's crazy. Like father, like son. Hey.
Well, speaking of Dom heat, there's somebody else I know with some heat. Halliburton.
Oh.
Halliburton and Tim Hardaway.
Must be the jersey.
Woo! What you know about this, Vic?
Apparently not much. I hear that sport is scripted very heavily as well. But I mean, listen, Tim Hardaway's never been one to be a soft-spoken individual from history. I don't even know the dirty laundry behind it. I'm dying to know myself.
I bet. So apparently, Halliburton allegedly fucked someone's wife.
No.
If I go back and suit up, I want to fuck up Tyrese Halliburton. He talks so much shit. I want to go back and bust his motherfucking ass. All that. That is Tim Hardaway Sr. talking that juice right there. And Halliburton responded. He said, "Tell the world the real reason why you feel that way, Tim."
If I go back and put on my shit and suit up, I want to go fuck up Halliburton.
Ooh.
Yo.
I want to go fuck him up.
Hey.
He talks so much shit.
Okay.
I want to go back and bust his motherfucking
I love it.
ass.
I love it.
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the energy.
he talks so much shit.
So I was like, damn, what was it that happened? But I didn't know. So shout outs to Leo over here. We'll give him that like.
Hey.
Tim Hardaway was on the 2000 Miami Heat squad with Tyrese Halliburton's cousin Eddie Jones. During that season, Eddie J invited Hardaway's wife to his Miami high-rise. He had her screaming. Hardaway left Miami after their fallout. Shout outs to these two copying homework off each other.
Thanks for that clarification.
Right?
My God. That's my reaction exactly.
Yo, I didn't even realize. That's John Legend?
Is that? Oh,
I have no idea. Yo, he looked like 30 different people in that one. I got him.
like that. Oh,
That
cool.
is crazy.
Oh, that's what.
Anyway.
You mad?
I let it be known. I don't like gay people. I don't like to be around gay people.
I forgot that he said all that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
corny for all that. But that
Never
is
been soft spoken.
never been. Never been. He a cornball. I forgot he said all that.
Yeah.
But anyway. Someone's wife was getting the juice. Sorry, Poppy. Gotta let him know. Gotta let him know. Gotta let
that's
him
funny.
know. Obafemi.
Oh man.
Obafemi on TNA, baby.
Listen.
Oh. Oh. Oh, let's go. Yo, Femi a beast, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Slapper for jumping on my.
Yo, facts.
Get out of here. Look at him. Yo, Wildin'. Wildin', let's go. That's funny. Well, shout outs to Obafemi and shout outs to TNA. Something we want to watch. But here's another thing that I think TKO thinks
TNA.
we want to watch. What about TNA as this loads? You forgot?
They're just killing it on all cylinders right now. Rebellion going crazy. You're gonna have TNA Moose's championship go up against Obafemi's title for title, and not only that, but the Knockouts championship and the women's championship also up for grabs, title for title. It's gonna be crazy, man. And I think the TV alone build for this is must watch right now. I've been watching TNA the last couple of weeks, and even Elijah has been out there. People have been walking with Elijah as of last week.
Elijah,
Shout outs to him and Joe
Elijah
Hendry
gonna be
doing
back,
their thing.
back on WWE television, is what you telling me?
Technically, yeah. Yeah.
Walk with him. Walk with him.
They walking.
I
They
was sad
walking.
to see him leave in the first place, so it's kind of dope that he's got a potential landing spot, right? Like,
Yeah.
but we shall see. The world shall see. Because The Rock has officially been announced for the 2025 Elimination Chamber.
Well, he's gonna make his appearance, right? Cody has to answer the call or not. Listen, there's theories galore on this shit.
And what's yours?
Somebody's turning heel, baby.
That's what you think? That's what you
Who is it gonna be? Of course we'll find out on the chamber, but it can only go in one of two ways. Three ways now. I thought of this third one recently, up until recently, but either Cody accepts and becomes The Rock's poster boy now, or Cena accepts for him. It'll be one of those, I'm sorry, Rock, I'm not gonna do it, and then right behind, oh my god, I knew he was gonna do that.
That's the one.
Probably the Brain Heenan voice.
That's the one.
But then I think back to the Roman Reigns scenario with Punk and Punk's favor, right? What's the favor about? Is he cashing in this favor here? He just claimed that he is the devil himself. We all know Punk, evil Punk, and how evil Punk works. If somehow maybe Punk wins the chamber match or doesn't win the chamber match, either way, whatever, does that favor get him in the main event? Or does it just make him heel or make him the new corporate lapdog? It looks like we're trying to look for the next heel corporate champion, right? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm feeling. That's the vibes I'm getting.
I would love to see a heel Cena run. Now, is this the part of his career that he does it? I mean, we have precedent, right? And we have precedent in
Donald Trump.
No, close enough. In Hulk Hogan. Right? Hulk Hogan was a career babyface.
Right.
And then at the latest stage in his career, or the later stages in his career, he became a heel. And one of the biggest surprise heel turns and one of the biggest storylines, right, in wrestling at the time. So are we really like beyond? Like, do you think that couldn't happen? Because it could.
It could. It really
could,
could.
Right?
Damn. Didn't see it coming. I mean, it's one of my theories, of course, but it's not something. It's not a direction I see them going in, or I didn't expect them to go. I didn't expect to be here at Elimination Chamber discussing Cena's heel or face run. I thought that was already solidified, but if now we're talking about it, wow. I love it because yet again we found a way, and I thought this was not going to happen. I thought this was just a spur of the moment last year, but kudos for them to find a way to make everything kind of start forming into chaos again. It's not a for sure done deal or predictable path or road to WrestleMania right now. We still have to get to the chamber, and a lot can happen this weekend.
Right.
So kudos to them for keeping that going. I want to see where it goes again. We still have a Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa story to fill in. They still need something to do this April. Where are we going? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn unsanctioned. Listen, the way I'm hearing them talk, yeah, they know that this is like the 10th, 13th time that they fought. What makes this one different? We want something different, but they just keep selling the fact that this one's gonna be a lot more.
Once in a lifetime is what you're saying? Once in a
lifetime part one with these two guys. Yeah, I want to be there for that. I want to see it. I'm sign me up.
All right, here's something I didn't want to see, and shout outs. It's been a while since we talked about Nia Jax.
Ooh.
And Nia Jax has been killing it generally.
Ooh, she sure did.
However, if we're gonna talk about chair shots early in this game tonight,
Wade, she's stacking them up, Wade.
we're gonna talk about this chair shot
Tiffany and Trish
right
stacked
here.
up, Wade.
Boom. What was that? What the hell? Like, man,
What was
what?
that? What are we doing? And then she stacks them on there. Oh my god, it just gets worse.
Yo,
It's like, how do you top this one?
I've
Like
seen
this?
this. That was so ass. I was so disappointed because, yo,
Well,
honestly,
It really was. It was a lot of ass. It sure was.
it was just embarrassing, like, to see, like, secondhand embarrassing to see so weak of a move. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching it like, I'm cringing hard.
Canadian Destroyer, though.
Nothing is as bad. Yo, I hate I hate the Canadian Destroyer. You know what I love, though?
Nice.
The Mexican Destroyer. I love the Mexican. Hate the Canadian Destroyer. Love the Mexican Destroyer.
Yes.
Right.
The Mexican one is nice.
I think that this is I think it just needs to be like the North American Destroyer. Maybe that's the problem. But the Mexican Destroyer, Penta Rocks, is way better than any Canadian Destroyer that I've ever seen. And so I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I can vibe with a really good Canadian Destroyer. I mean, Mexican
Destroyer.
Destroyer. But goddamn, goddamn. All right, I want to talk to you about this. Right, Aaron Bump on Twitter. He retweeted the post from The Rock, kind of talking out of character after SmackDown.
Word.
So he's kind of like breaking it down, and we'll play a second of it. Just kind of.
Like, whatever happens, it will end up in the ring. What I really love about this rare air space that we've gotten to with the character of the Final Boss is like this white whale unicorn, in that with Final Boss and Cody Rhodes, it's not about the WWE title, it's not about having a match, it's not about punching or kicking or bleeding or any of that is so part of our world. It never has to culminate to a match. That's a really special place to be, I think, like creatively, and when you just think character-wise and how much fun you could have. I grew up in the business, so
what are your thoughts on him kind of diving into like the backstage, backside? Because I think this is a different space from like what WWE showed a couple weeks ago with Logan Paul doing his Royal Rumble spot, right? Like he's practicing,
right.
and I kind of hated that one, right? I kind of hated him practicing.
You did. You were adamant about that. You said that you need to see them practicing. It took away from the aura of the Rumble for you.
Yeah, right? Like you know they practice these spots, but I don't want to see it. I didn't want to see that. And I know like they go on podcasts, and I know like in 2025 like they're more open to having discussions. Shout outs to JP Savage. Yeah. JP Savage in the building. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about that chair shot in a little bit. But this is different. I think it's post SmackDown. You're just kind of breaking down the whole wrestling business. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I being?
I don't even think it's different, because I think your point last week aged better this week after this now, because I'd even say that last week maybe I wasn't too convinced, and now after The Rock doing this, yeah, I can see it a little more.
What you mean?
I don't care. I can see them. I can see it being too much a little bit. Like I can see it being too much a little bit.
I know English.
It's just I can see where it can get consistently out of place, and where people are just gonna get tired of it. And yeah, maybe we didn't need. But if we learned anything with The Rock, it's also that he likes to fucking take you on this ride too. So maybe we need to see where this story not ends, but maybe where it goes, or maybe let it marinate a little more, and then maybe that could help you understand why they're pulling it back a little bit. But I don't know, maybe it is getting to be, if they keep doing this, they're gonna lose more fans. I think it's gonna hurt more than it helps.
So you think long run this is bad for the business?
If they keep doing it, yeah, it could. I'm not thinking it's gonna like fully be a problem, but I can see why people are gonna get annoyed or like just tired of it.
I'm a segue like this. You know something that someone didn't get tired of? Oh no! Yo, damn, homie took down the tweet.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
devastated right now. Have y'all been following the Steve Smith?
Oh,
you know,
yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God. Did he take it down? I had it.
Yeah, homeboy took it down, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm devastated. Tony Martinez on X took down what was just kind of ridiculous.
Well, I have some of it on the Discord.
I'm trying to pull it up, see if I can find this somewhere else. But right now,
he tagged everybody in this bitch. He got ESPN, Abe. Antonio Brown is the first person he tagged on this.
Yo, my thing is that he tagged the Yeti coolers, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's some dude that's married to a thought that allegedly was sleeping with Steve Smith, to the point Steve Smith of Baltimore Ravens and Carolina Panthers fame, legendary wide receiver for the NFL, and apparently he knocking boots.
Yo, that's wild.
Knocking boots with this man's married wife. But here's the thing, that sucks, right? You would have to have me in the pits of hell getting beat up in Guantanamo Bay for me to put this information out there.
Yo.
There is no way that I'm going on social media, airing out my dirty laundry, hitting up, calling Steve Smith, talking about, you banged my wife. Sorry. Yo, Steve
he had
Smith
nothing to say,
sorry,
though.
yo. No, he said sorry.
He said it after, like, he was like mad. It was like silent. He had to be like, yo, were you to say something, you little bitch? And I'm just but yeah, he was just like, sorry.
Yo, he was just like, yo, my bad. I'm sorry I banged your wife. My favorite, I thought I had the tweet.
Yo, that's crazy.
She's like, yo, she had this crazy ass conversation. I ain't even reading that out loud because I ain't sounding like that. But there was one where she was like, yo, you knocked my IUD out of place. Like, yo, deadass, my man sounded like this, bro.
Stay the fuck away from her. Dude, I got some whole girl with her. Exactly, so what the fuck you talking to her for? Say shit to her, alright?
Yo, my man was hurt, bro.
Yo, oh man, that the internet is undefeated. That's all I'm gonna say there. Sheesh. Steve Smith, go Ravens.
Go Ravens.
Wow. And then they did you see? It was an old post of Steve Smith leading the marching band too.
Yeah, I was just playing it on X. Oh my God, yo, Steve Smith having himself a week. Shout out to Steve Smith.
Still scoring off.
Still scoring.
Post career touchdowns.
Hey, man.
That's how I felt. That's how I'm real sad that the dude took down the tweets. We should have saved him.
Oh man.
Oh man. Well, changing gears.
Yeah.
Changing gears a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about something we're all looking forward to. I think WWE 2K25. And shout outs to Wrestle Talk for putting this up. The original conversation coming out of WrestleZone. But some genuine surprises for the game's post-launch DLC that he himself was shocked about. Any thoughts on that? What do you think? What do you think that's about?
So I heard the rumor mills, and I heard actually developers at 2K are a little annoyed that that new Dynamite game, that new AEW game.
I was gonna talk about that as well. I mean, I'll pull that up too.
Yeah. Let them know, because I feel it could be tied into that. Maybe
I think they're two different conversations, right? So
okay.
So in terms of the DLC, yo, JP Savage talking about Steve Smith, toughest to take it up the middle. Hey
yo! No, it was the wrong way. That's the other way around.
That's not give it up the middle. Well, anyway, with the DLCs, right? And them talking about. I'm talking about the DLCs and what kind of content is going to be on there. I feel like that's a person or people's.
Oh, like the downloadable characters.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
Definitely Jake Roberts. I heard he's on it because they had discussions with AEW. He actually wound up going on somewhere telling them that he was special. All right, he's special. He doesn't, he can still go be working in AEW and still make money with WWE. That's what that Legend contract's about, baby. You want that Legends contract.
I
want to see a lot more, maybe a Jada Parker, maybe more NXT guys. I don't know if Obafemi was in the last one.
I think he will be.
I think he was.
I think he will be on this one, but I'll tell you what. I don't think it's NXT people.
No.
I think it's in two spaces. I think it's either or both. It's Legends, right? So like Jake the Snake and such, and I think TNA.
I was gonna say, you think maybe the TNA?
I'm thinking
it's not too late.
I'm thinking Joe Hendry.
Oh, you gotta have Joe Henry in there.
Right? And in my heart and in my soul, I don't know if this will happen, right? But I would love to see Chris Bay.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like,
I thought you were going to go with Tessa.
Yo, if Tessa is in that game, the MAGA Powers are the new Jobber tag team.
That's it, for sure. They're unstoppable.
They're unstoppable. But in this conversation, the 2K developers, what's your guess? So you think that's it? It's just gonna be Legends?
It usually is Legends, but I don't know. They had the Bray Wyatt last year. They always have somebody coming in. Maybe a developmental package of sorts that maybe could tie into TNA talent with that.
Okay,
with the new partnership.
I'll tell you what. I think it'll be a TNA like DLC, and I'm thinking the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
The moveset is there. Like everything is there. They don't even really have to do much. Like their character models are there.
I would like to see what celebrity they do. I think they had Post Malone this year, so maybe they bring in somebody like a Bad Bunny. I don't know, or they did Bad Bunny already.
I remember they had like Pat McAfee's whole crew.
Pat McAfee's crew was in there too. Yeah, Punk was special. The Dudley Boys, Luger, Jade Cargill was added last year, so she's probably gonna be in the game this year.
Yeah.
DDP and his yoga was added last year.
Well, DDP actually there's Ah, dang, I don't know if I put that in the chat, but there's a video of him like at a signing. Like they have, how do I say this? They have DDP at like a convention in the game.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn. DDP 2K. I'm pretty sure I could find that real quick. Nope, I don't want a picture. See, look.
It's
DDP.
So he's in it.
Nice.
And it's DDP yoga DDP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this BLP as independent wrestling venue.
Looks like the old Manhattan Center, real quick.
Real talk, this gives me what's that spot? The convention, the spot that we went in Freehold, New Jersey. I Play.
Oh,
remember
yes,
iPlay?
I play.
This gives me I Play vibes. But so DDP is in there. Hey. All right.
Right next to Steve Smith, apparently. I mean,
no. But he's definitely in the game. But I did want to turn and talk about this Cultaholic post, right? They got this from Pro Wrestling Shoot. Brian Williams, shout outs. WWE 2K developers don't like that AEW figured out the thumbtacks before WWE. And I've got to say, yeah. Yeah. So they go in and they're talking about like how that this is like one of the next steps in the progression, and like it's the thumbtacks have got to like cause body bleeding, so that will also be a thing that will probably be explored. But
see little tiny red dots leaking blood.
This must be Moxley because there's blood everywhere. But like, yo, it's cool as hell. Look at all these thumbtacks. Like, there's no doubt about it that visually this is really impressive. They have thumbtacks on the back, right? Like you can see it on the body, you can see it on the floor.
Did you like the explosive and the thumbtacks and all that?
I did. It was short lived. I feel like the game had less replayability than I would have liked, but it was a very fun game to play. Like I enjoyed it. I thought that there was just something about it that didn't make me want to keep playing. I played a couple matches. I went through like the I forgot what it was called, but the My Player, right? Like the season or whatever. And then I won the championship and I was like, all right. And then it glitched out and I lost all that. And then I was like, I'm never playing this again.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. But then but it didn't drive me to want to play. Like there was nothing about it that made me really interested in wanting to follow through with that.
Right.
You didn't like it?
I felt the exact same way. I've only played it a handful of times. I think even at your house and stuff, and it was just like, after that, I never really wanted. It never No Mercy to me, or it never SmackDown.
Yeah.
Here comes the pain.
You know, I think it was that it was slow and clunky. There was just something about the game that was just a little slower than I would have liked, and it was a little clunkier than I would have liked. I just wish it was a little.
It's hard playing anything else other than Madden, any other football game other than Madden, or any other basketball game other than other than 2K right now. Before it was live in 2K. Now. I haven't played live in years, yo.
That's true, actually. I bought it and I never played it.
Yeah, damn.
I think that the plastic's on it. It was like on sale for Christmas and I never played it. You're talking about NBA, right?
Yeah.
I didn't play it. And Madden, I don't think I bought this one. I bought the last one. And I played the crap out of that. But I hear what you're saying. Like those are the staples of the genre. Yeah. Like that's the one. And if you're gonna play a wrestling game,
it's gotta compare or be better.
You know the one. You gotta play. Going back to DDP real quick, I did want to give DDP a little shout out. DDP has helped Lex Luger get up from his wheelchair by himself.
Wow.
On Undertaker's podcast, right? Undertaker interviewed DDP, right? And Undertaker said, your second act, and no disrespect to where you're at right now in your career, or what you've done in your career, I mean, because he was like, you're a fantastic performer and blah blah blah, and you had a great career. However, your second act is your best act.
Meaning his WWE?
No,
Huh?
this DDP yoga right now, like what he's doing right now,
oh.
is his best work.
Yes.
You would agree?
By far. Yo, it is like he started talking about it before we saw Jake. Then we needed to see what it was. He had a few people in there with him, but then not until he got Hall was when I started believing. And then everybody else started falling in line, I think, after that, too, after Scott Hall. And now look at this. Lex Luger out of a wheelchair. Like, come on, that's crazy. Like, that's proof in the pudding right there, man. That DDP yoga needs to be purchased ASAP in my house. For real.
Yo, real talk, I'm subscribed to it.
Yeah, okay, I gotta
Yeah.
jump on that. I definitely need to jump on that because, wow, that's God's work. Literally.
It really is impressive what he's done at this stage in his career, and I would probably venture to guess that he's probably made more money in this part of his career as well. He mentioned that like he wasn't crazy about his booking in WWE, and like he knew that like WCW was getting trashed, and so it was what it was, and he learned to be more vocal and all that good shit, and that he was very appreciative of the money he made because it let him like build a house in Panama City and like live a kind of lifestyle. However, I would probably venture to guess that like he's probably doing better now than he was then. You know, he's probably making money now that and like a certain recognition and he's probably
all of the things. Yeah.
All the things. I think he's
Yeah.
probably doing nice. But shout outs to him and all the work that he's doing with not only Lex Luger but all the talents that he has worked with. To say that like, damn, Butterbean, Jake the Snake, right? You talked about Scott Hall, Lex Luger. Like Lex Luger, I think is very different from those guys. Those guys had like, not to say that Lex Luger didn't have his own demons, but Lex Luger was in a wheelchair. I just, in my head, it's a very different situation. I think it's like Lex Luger was immobile.
Yeah.
Immobile, right? Like Butterbean was messed up, and then like Jake and Scott were you know, they had addiction, so a little different. But Lex, like to get him out of his chair, I want to see Lex get in the ring. I mean, I ain't talking about a match or nothing. I ain't even talking about a bump. I ain't talking about a single torture rack. Just for him to get in the ring and just kind of raise his hand, just be like whatever. Even if he got on stage, it would be dope.
Yeah,
it would be dope. And I'm gonna make a guess here. I'm gonna guess that Lex Luger is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame either this year or next, and a lot of this is in preparation for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lex wants to either walk out or at least stand up at the podium under his own volition.
Most definitely. 'Tis the season, right? And I think he did that. I remember with who exactly, but I'm sure that's been the case with some of the more recent legends too. They're trying to get them in shape for the Hall of Fame or for a show or some whatever the hell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, big props to DDP and Lex for progressing and, you know, and getting to where you want to be. That's what it's about.
So, I want to change gears a little bit, and I want to talk about booking, right? Because that was literally how we created this podcast, right? How we talked about, not with a book. There was no book when we started, boy. When we talk about booking, right? The bane of WWE, of wrestling in general. The bane of its existence. It's just easy to criticize. It's easy to armchair book and armchair quarterback and whatnot. But have you liked how SmackDown has been booked?
It's 3 hours, but it doesn't always feel like it's 3 hours for me, like Raw used to. Maybe it's who's on there, and also it's Friday night, so I'm not always just like glued to the seat when I'm watching SmackDown either.
Fair.
So it's.
You mean you have a life?
Something like this, allegedly, and I guess it goes down smoother on Fridays than it does on Monday.
Yo. Hey, yo. Well,
Jacob Fatu, the Bloodline has always been a favorite storyline of mine, still till this day. Solo Sikoa, I'm still hooked on that because where are we going? We haven't really gone anywhere with that. It's still kind of like lingering a bit, and it's still developing.
And it should. It should. I'm one of the things I do like about like the Triple H era is that we're not just jumping into storylines.
Yep.
We're allowing a lot of like background tensions to exist, right? In the background, I guess. But to exist while there are other pursuits. Right? So like while I'm beefing with one person, like I still got tension with another person. While I'm pursuing this, there's other. So like that makes it for a dynamic program. Like no doubt that like Vince and Stone Cold had their beef, but like The Rock and Triple H were always looming, right? Like there was always like the threat of someone else taking your attention or sneaking in and getting the title or whatever, right? So I like that. And now, oh, you didn't know?
Hey.
Yo ass better call somebody.
And they did. They called HR.
No, they called Road Dogg Jesse James. Road Dogg Brian James, per PW Insider, has been named the new co-lead writer. And now there's 2 lead writers for SmackDown. And people have been shitting on it because SmackDown has been kind of inconsistent, writing-wise or interest-wise. When you look at, especially in the Netflix era, right? I know you said that like Friday goes down smoother, but I disagree. Monday has been rocking. Like when you look at Netflix, the Netflix 2.5 hour special, every Monday night, it has been fantastic from start to finish. I've
enjoyed every Raw. Yeah,
it's been really nicely paced. I think that is important. The pacing of the show is really good. I mean, if you remember if you go back to like when we really liked NWA, right? It was the fastest hour of wrestling. It was a really nice pace to it. Netflix has a really nice Raw. I'm sorry, has a really nice pace to it. SmackDown feels sometimes like certain things linger, certain things are sped up.
A lot of ads.
The Rock goes in, and then it's like he's taking up mad time and I don't know. But AJ Styles jumps into Road Dogg's defense, and he says, before judging this guy from his past performance as a head writer, just know there was a man who picked it apart to the point that it was no longer his ideas anymore. No idea who he's talking about. Any clue, Vic?
Nope. No chance in hell.
Yeah, no idea. But it's a shame that he didn't get that opportunity that he now has, right? Shout outs to Triple H for putting in all his friends in NXT and SmackDown.
DX is running wrestling.
Yo,
it's amazing.
Where is X-Pac? Is X-Pac gonna start running like Evolve?
He's on NXT these days, so he gets TV time.
I'm telling you, X-Pac is gonna be the WWE ID, like, dude, like he's gonna be the producer for that. But do you think Road Dogg could pull it off?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think if anything else, in pretty much in almost any line of work, if you don't have anything else other than literal experience then with anything you're working with, you're gonna struggle. So having that experience already under your belt, regardless that mysterious individual would pick it apart so much, you still have a feel of what you want to do now that he's gone, right? And now you have a feel of what you want to at least try. So if anything else, I think Road Dogg's gonna get his chance to show us what's up. And we're off to the races in April, baby. 'Tis the season to start, showing us.
Oh, interesting. It is the season. It's the season for CM Punk lawsuit.
Oh my.
So, Nick Nemeth has filed his lawsuit on February 14th. Shout outs to Sean Ross Sapp, talking about how he was abused, threatened, and assaulted by CM Punk. The complaint
This
for
is still
assault.
from the thing, right? From C. Oh my god.
Yeah. Which is interesting because it puts CM Punk and Tony Khan in the same corner.
Oh.
Right. And what's gonna be more interesting is all the things that are gonna be used against CM Punk and Tony Khan. When you look at the things that Tony Khan said, right, about CM Punk, the altercation with what's his name, Jack Perry, and all of that jazz. Tony Khan was like, my life was in danger, right? CM Punk this and that, and so here comes Nick Nemeth talking about, like, I complained about this guy. I was harassed by this guy. I was attacked by this guy. I got punished by the company. Not booked. Not allowed to take bookings. Right?
That part.
Then
you took me from the bookings. I wasn't allowed to get any bookings, and I wasn't allowed to work any dates. Okay. Now we started the conversation, because other than that, I don't know what it is that you want. Like, you're complaining about somebody that he got into a verbal argument and assaulted you or whatever. It's wrestling. There's been so many worse cases than that.
Yo, hold on. No. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that there's worse cases than that. That doesn't justify the fact that this is a messed up situation, right? Like,
but I don't think nothing's gonna come of it.
You can't be like, no, I disagree entirely. I think that we are in a very different era, right? And in this era, where kayfabe and whatnot, and like we get to peek behind the curtain and also woke and more aware of how we treat people and how things should be, right? Like, this isn't like the Vince McMahon backstage, people shitting in people's bags and all that good stuff, right?
Good times.
Good times. It's like harassment and assault. Those are the words that are getting thrown around. It's unsafe work environment. It's breach of contract.
But he's not in the company no more. So now, what do you think this is gonna affect CM Punk? How if the lawsuit? Let's say he wins his lawsuit, right? How does that? What does that mean for Punk?
Money. It's money that has to be paid to Nick Nemeth.
That's it. Just a ticket, like a slap in the wrist and a parking ticket.
That slap on the wrist could be an amputation of the arm. It depends on how much money. Like, it could be $1 million. It could be $2 million. It could be $5 million. It depends on a lot of things, right? But it depends on how much injury. Right, how much injury can be claimed, and injury can be defined as many things, right? Not necessarily physical, but also injury to the wallet or to the bank account, right?
So his
or also injury to his character and his ability to secure future bookings. Because, like, who wants to book Nick Nemeth now if he's looking a certain way or he's got a certain whatever, right? Like there's a certain perception of him. And he's also saying that as well, that like he's being blackballed, right? And I saw someone posted this up, right? Shout outs to No One RKO. This is CM Punk and Tony Khan. You ever seen this clip?
Nah.
How you doing? Fantastic. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a better week.
I hope your month is full of successful days and a lot of great ventures. I hope you just come up, brother.
I hope your whole fucking year is spectacular.
Oh, you hope my year is spectacular.
Yeah.
You got something you want to say to me?
You got something you want to say?
I love you.
Great.
You smell great. What is that?
Burberry, what you got on?
I forgot.
Smells expensive.
It's just deodorant.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's just
Smelling
you.
good. Smelling good brothers out
Yeah,
here.
you an awesome man, and I appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Hope you find yourself.
Yeah, we
too.
should go out, get drinks.
Wanna get drinks?
Yeah.
How many drinks?
2, 3,
3,
4,
5,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
all of them.
On me?
It's on me. No,
All
it's on
of
me
them.
now. Yeah, it's on me now. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah.
I love that clip, yo. That clip is hilarious.
Yeah, so if Nick Nemeth wins, he's gonna win CM Punk's April payout of merch. Basically, is what
Is
you're
that-
telling me.
Nah, it's gonna be.
I really don't think he's gonna win much money out of this shit. And if he does win money, he's CM Punk. Like he's. I don't think he's Ric Flair broke. Right?
Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, that part is true, and CM Punk will make his money back. It's just an interesting
Staying
situation.
alive.
Ryan Nemeth tweeting this in 2023, literally the softest man alive. Well, and I believe this is actually in reference to CM Punk, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my
But
God.
regardless, be that as it may, it's an interesting lawsuit, and I wonder what will come of it as we move forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to see it play out now that you say that we are in a different era. You want to see change, right? I don't know. I want to be wrong, but I really don't think anything's gonna come of this shit. I really don't.
All right, well, that remains to be seen. But there's a lot of ugly out there, and there's a lot of like inconsistency. There's a lot of like miscommunication, right? And sometimes production fucks it up.
Don't fuck it up, production. You
Don't
have one
mess
job.
it up. Don't screw it up, production. So let's talk about it. Apparently, we're gonna talk about this Thunder Rosa Penelope Cruz Megan Bayne
Esa misma.
situation, and we're gonna jump into a little bit of our chair shots, heels pops chair shots of the week.
There you go. There you go.
Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford, and Megan Bayne.
That's the clip right there.
This is the clip right there, and it's also got like the edited replay that shows what it probably should have looked like. But
victory, then the post-match assault by Penelope interrupted by Thunder Rosa.
Thunder
Steel
Rosa
chair
comes
hand
in.
right now. Let's hear from Thunder.
and that's the edited version, right? Thunder Rosa comes in and throws the chair at them, right? Bam, bam, bam.
Right now. Let's hear from Thunder.
Right.
And stacked.
So I'm gonna mute this for a second.
Where was that edited?
That like in the post in social media and then like
So
whenever
that
they
was
show
that
clips.
was the clip that was shared on social media. That wasn't like re-aired on TBS or anything.
No, they chopped it up because
Okay.
this is what it actually looked like. And Thunder Rosa comes out with a lot of like energy,
Yeah.
right? She comes out ready to go, and these girls just stand there, and it's awkward. Like Thunder Rosa's like, "Yo, I'm coming.
Te voy a dar.
I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you. Yeah, give me the chair. Nah. Wait.
That's my chair.
And then Megan looks foolish. Like she's just standing up to Rosa, and Megan looks silly. Rosa looks dumb. Penelope is the only one that's like positioning herself, like trying to like make it look like something.
Yeah. Bane no-sold most of it. Like it's just like I don't know. It's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Here.
like yo, she's just standing there, and like I get like she's a newer talent or she's like an indie moving up, right? One of the big complaints in AEW that has come out of this is that, well, there wasn't a proper production meeting. And Tony Khan does not have production meetings. And so that is the issue. Or that's what they're saying.
Damn, does Tony Khan not? You don't have production meetings and you have this roster?
That's the interesting part
Yo, you got a roster with this many egos, and you don't have a production. That's like suicide.
So it was revealed, right, that what happened, right, and Cultaholic put this out, and so that was the story. The story basically came down, and I'm gonna click that open. The last line. The segment was discussed after it took place, and none of the women had issues working together. So it wasn't like there was beef or like there was. It was just that some within AEW expressed their frustration over Tony Khan not holding production meetings ahead of TV shows. That to me sounds like the most rookie thing. Like, what we doing? Like, you really?
Yeah, that's weird. Here, I'm sending you the link to this thing on Skype real quick for Rosa's answer. I don't know if you got it yet, but
Oh, I had that somewhere.
you had it.
Actually. Yeah, but nah, it's all good if you sent it because I'll just click off yours. Oh, you send me some Instagram shit, bro. I hate that.
Yes, IG though. I couldn't find it
Oh,
on.
yo, her explanation was so long-winded that I turned it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started watching it. Oh, I can't even play it. It won't even play.
It's basically her like
for
safety
other
and stuff.
people, because I have to make sure that
And I like Thunder.
everybody's safe, and
Shooting
because
the
of
ish along.
previous situations for me, and that is always number one.
Previous situations feels like Britt Baker. Like I could be
Yes.
making that up, but it just
Yes.
I like it may not have been,
Well,
but just
Yeah,
From that, I
most
have
definitely
learned-
think that too.
David, so much. The takeaways that I will have to say as a performer is always ask questions. Be sure of what you're doing in the segments. The segment didn't go the way that we wanted to, and it showed. And I honestly couldn't justify swinging the chair at the moment because it was not safe at the moment, and for me that was like the first thing. Everything passed in my head, and
blah blah blah, bro. She ends up going for like another 5 minutes talking about.
It sounds like it matches up though. If she's saying you want to ask the right questions, you want to make sure you're ready in position. That's all production shit. That's
all
production.
production,
That's production
shit.
meeting.
This is things that you kind of try to iron out.
I work production and I sit in on those production meetings because I'm switching the camera and I need to know if you want me to catch a specific spot. So if I'm just doing that, can you how do you have a show without your talent doing a production meeting? That's crazy.
Right. Like they've got to know, and especially someone that's young like that, especially someone like Megan who doesn't really have all that live TV experience. Penelope, to her credit, she was able to kind of dance around it. She grabbed the chair. But like Megan just stood there, and there was no, like she no-sold it completely, and I think that deaded it for me. Because even if she didn't do the proper thing, which whatever that may have been, right? Because clearly nobody knew because there wasn't a proper meeting about it. But even if she didn't if she just kind of danced around the ring a little bit, like I ain't trying to get hit with this chair, made Thunder Rosa look like a threat. Because no matter how you cut it, Thunder Rosa has a chair in a wrestling ring. She came in to make a save. So you maybe as a but I mean you would assume that everybody in that ring is a longtime wrestling fan, right? A babyface runs down the ramp with a chair to make a save. The heels get out of dodge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like, oh shit, I ain't getting beat up. Even if like you're the tough guy. Like, how many times did Stone Cold or The Rock or Triple H, whoever, Moxley, right, roll out of the ring? Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, the Bullet Club, everybody, right? Like, everybody. If you're the bad guy beating up on somebody and the good guy comes down with a chair or with some reinforcements, you're going to roll your ass out the ring. One of the big moments on AEW was Willow getting the concerto. Right?
Wow, yes.
I mean, not giving the concerto, I mean. And when the baby faces roll down to the ring, the heels Get out of
Book
Dodge.
it.
No matter how tough you are or whatever, you're like, yo, I ain't gonna look bad. I ain't gonna get my ass kicked. How many times has Jay White done that in his career? So I thought that even if there wasn't a proper meeting about it, that should have been better understood by the wrestlers. in the ring.
Yeah, agreed.
But there should have been a meeting about it. So I think in
Production.
both
Don't
areas.
screw it up.
Don't screw it up. I'm gonna throw this out there real quick because I saw Ringside News, who I'm not crazy about. But hey, they threw something out there, and I thought this was interesting. TNA would beat AEW in viewership if it had a better TV deal.
I think it already does have a better TV deal.
What? TBS versus
Access. I mean, of course,
excuse me?
TBS is a bigger the network. Yeah, so of course, yeah, it's a better network.
So
than-
what you
than
saying?
Access. But I think there's just so much other interests going on in TBS that you have so many more non-wrestling fans on that network. Access, I don't know. I don't really know who's on that network anyway, besides TNA wrestling fans or indie fans that are watching because of TNA. But regardless, the production quality and the stories being written right now in TNA is also on a better tier nowadays. So that maybe that's also why I probably feel that way too. AEW hasn't really shown me much other than Christopher Daniels overexcitedly or 1 second too early switch on him.
production. Don't screw it up. We'll talk about that in a second. I think I have it here.
Yeah, I mean, the AEW just keep, I don't know, wetting the bed. I don't want to say shit in the bed, but they wet in the bed. You know?
They doing something on the bed, but it ain't good. Oh, I got it right here. I'm gonna pull that up right now. And again, it's another like, hey, what are we doing here, guys? See, like my man, you cannot get caught on camera like
He
this.
wasn't real. It was all a charade.
Yeah, nah, that's a lot. That's a lot. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
He said, "Hold on, let me get some color real quick."
It
Yo, this cannot happen. This cannot. This
can't.
part cannot happen.
That's you said the Logan Paul spot ruined the Rumble for you. What does this do for you when you're watching? Because this is it's really pulling it back to where it's too bad. It's too much.
As someone that works in production as well, like does produce certain things, this is frustrating.
Yeah.
This is like a timing thing that I feel like a miscommunication. As the person in the truck making the switch, unless the performer was lying dead and then kind of just hit once or twice more to, that's a production problem. You know what I'm saying? Like the truck, the camera's on the performer and the performer's lying dead.
Right.
Switch, right? You switch to camera 3, and then he hits himself. Then that's Daniels. Daniels, you
yeah,
fucked
it's
that
on
up,
him,
right?
Yeah.
But if you
that
make
too.
the switch without seeing Daniel mid color run, like that's on you, homie. And that's the vibe I'm getting is that. See, like even as we go back and kind of piece it together frame by frame, right?
He's already doing it.
He's
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it as the switch is happening.
He's already at stabbing 4, 5, 6.
I'm dead. And so another thing I thought was interesting was like, can't we just fake blood it? Yeah, I couldn't just fake blood it. But all right, okay. I appreciate the real blood, I suppose. And I guess. Damn, there was something else I wanted to bring up before that. Oh, since we're in the spirit of botches, right? Right. I found this. Thanks. Shout outs to Botchamania. Right. Shout outs to Botchamania. On SmackDown. Listen.
I need a fucking break after that sequence.
Excuse me.
He said That was a great clip of Drew McIntyre.
Yo, who in the truck had a mic? Like, why?
Yo,
why is there a mic live?
I need a fucking break after that sequence.
What?
Who's Kevin done the mic backstage?
They gave him the mic, but not the camera, so I'll take it.
Oh my
I'll
god,
take
that's
it.
hilarious.
But that had me cracking up. Production, don't screw this up.
What's up? Oh my god, what a PSA we're trying to give you guys, you know?
Right? You gotta start your shows on time. Let's start there. Right? You gotta have your audio right.
Yo, you gotta
have the
seeds ready,
timing. Yo, you gotta have your seeds ready. You gotta have that timing, the switch.
your vertical and your horizontal outputs. which we only have our horizontal, by the way.
No, we don't. We have a vertical output on Instagram.
We have a vertical output
on Instagram. That's it.
We have a vertical output.
Next time we will put it on Twitter. Fuck that up.
Next time we'll put it on Instagram.
What you mean? No, we're not on Instagram. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You shut the fuck up. We're not on Instagram for real.
Yeah.
I never hit go live. All right, we're live on Instagram.
We're live. That's all the time we have for you folks.
We're live. What up, Instagram? We out here. Yo, this show is called Production Don't Screw This Up. Alright. And we just want to make sure that you don't screw this up. I mean, y'all gotta know this.
Oh man.
But now that you know this,
production had one job. Just one.
But now that production knows this, you gotta tell them, Vic. You gotta tell them to check out.
Eso mismo.
Foco.
Heel 10 is your hookup. Holla at him when you see us. Yeah, man. I think wait, where are we at right now? What was the last thing we did? We just did the Kevin Dunn switch.
Yeah. That, and we were talking about production in general, and I guess in the same vein, right? The Rock, people being upset with how his return was kind of a surprise, kind of changed everybody's plans. There were a bunch of matches that got pulled. What are your thoughts on that?
I think The Rock is fine. I think everybody needs to chill, let it play out a little bit more. Let's get closer to Mania. See who's gonna turn here. I like the fact that he's getting involved here more now, and it wasn't just a signing of him putting him on the board of TKO, and then just he's gonna be here every now and then. It's looking like he's gonna be around when he can, and when he can, he's so far the time that he's had with us has been great. I think we want to see more story though. We want to let it more marinate a little longer, and then we'll appreciate it more. Those that are still questioning right now, it's early. It's early March.
Real quick, I got two more for you, right? Finn Balor, the Demon King. You think he's coming back? You think it's happening?
Oh, did y'all peep that
Yeah.
on Monday? Yeah,
Monday
a
Night
little
Raw.
preview.
We see
He
the Demon
snuck
King.
out the ring when he was face to face there, as you could see in the clip there. I love it, but don't. The problem is you're gonna bring him back what, to lose?
Nah, I think that hopefully Triple H doesn't do him dirty. I think you got to bring him back to be a winner. He's got to be a winner. And you know what? Truth be told, there's something about him never getting a shot at that Universal title after having it for like 17 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a shame. I want to talk about my last chair shot of the evening.
Ooh.
Though, real quick. Huge shout outs to Ricky Saints, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Ricky Saints out here.
Oh, no one helping Ethan Page right now. You can see Page show that broken nose, big right hand, and they're right here on the outside. It's been a
NXT crowds don't miss.
That's crazy.
They don't miss. All right. Chair shots to Tony Khan for several reasons tonight, but mostly for fumbling Ricky Saints. Yo, Ricky Starks was somebody that we saw early in the game. Yo, we were big on NWA when it was out, and you could see it right from the beginning. There were two people that jumped out at me. Well, three people that jumped out at me from NWA, right? It was Eddie Kingston, it was LA Knight, and it was Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
I thought those three dudes were top of the line. And I knew that of the three, Eddie Kingston had a ceiling because there's just a way about him that I don't think that everybody kind of vibes with. But I thought, yo, damn, I forgot his name now. Drake, right? LA Knight and Ricky Starks, I thought had really high ceilings. And so here we are at NXT, which I'm a little surprised that he started at NXT, but all good, I guess. I'm excited to see where he goes from here.
Right. Sky's the limit with Ricky Saints. But yeah, those three were definitely the pillars of NWA, and you could tell. Look at where they're all at now.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the revolution.
Woo! Let's go.
You kept a similar theme, which is dope.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for TK when he watches this kid skyrocket.
I gotta say something. That pop was kind of weak though.
They don't know him well, I think, or maybe it's still early.
Welcome to the revolution.
Yeah, that's no Nakamura entrance, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, if that's what we're looking for, then we're shit out of luck. But I was like, damn, I thought there'd be a little bit more juice there.
Yeah, it is Ricky. Ricky Starks should have gotten a little bit more pep with that one. I don't know what happened there.
I know what happened. He was afraid of Ryback.
Oh, so is Triple H.
Ryback says he's no longer bitter and he's ready to come to the WWE in something that no one's ever asked for. Yo, you know what?
And what is the most unanticipated event of all time?
You know, I after all this time, like, yeah, I think as soon as she asks, like, yeah, absolutely, I will get with Miss America. You know, as soon as she tells me, like, she comes around and she tells me, yo, I'll be like, and then I'll do it. Yeah. So I'm just waiting. Like, yo, what kind of like no shit duh ass comment is that? Yo, I'm ready to go. Now that Vince is gone, I moved on. Yeah, but nobody cares. Nobody cares where you're at. This wasn't about you. This was about how ass you were and how nobody wanted to work with you. Oh, well, yeah, if the biggest company comes calling.
this is the best example of yo, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Like, yo, and you haven't. You have not shut up since the moment you left the company. And now you think that none of those words are gonna come back and haunt you. You think that it was all justified. Damn, yo. Like, it's crazy. Like, he probably does believe, like, he can just como si nada.
Oh, he does 1,000%. 1,000%. He thinks he's just like people are just gonna be like, oh my God, it's Ryback. I've been anticipating this moment for so long. Oh my goodness.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Shut up. And I think that's the one.
That was the one that drew the line, because that's all the time we have for you folks this week. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. IG, thank you for finally joining us this evening. I think we're gonna have some more goodies lined up for you guys. We're gonna return to the live scene soon. We're having fun right now via remote, as you can see.
We'll figure it out one day. It's only been 332 episodes.
We got time. Saturday, Elimination Chamber, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, amongst others, which includes Logan Paul, unfortunately, battle it out in Elimination Chamber. Shout out to Serrano. I think there was a little scenery there that came out. We'll post it up on our Twitter. But yeah, check us out on Discord, and don't forget to hit that sub. 10 count till 10 told, y'all. Peace.